everybody, this is Uteachel channel. My name is Kirill and this is the first video in the 2024. You know guys, I decided to talk about winter today. Well, actually, what do we know about winter? Winter is one of the four seasons, which typically lasts somewhere from December to November in the northern hemisphere. During the season, the winter becomes colder, the days become shorter. The winter season is characterized by snow, ice, and some freezing temperatures. But what do usually my students tell me about winter? They usually say that it's cold, that it's snowy, that it's windy, and that it's white. Oh yeah, sometimes they remember about the Santa Claus and the Father Frost. And of course the Christmas tree and presents. And literally that's all. However, sometimes they have some problems with describing winter weather and winter landscapes. So, today I decided to devote our video describing winter weather and winter landscapes. Let's try to see what kind of words we can use describing winter. So first of all, let's talk in general. Winter is usually associated with such colors like white. It represents the snow, which covers the ground during all the season mostly. However, white is not the only color for the snow. The snow is also could be quite, sparkling. When the sun shines on the snow and it plays in the sunlight, we call this sparkling or even shiny. This is it. If we talk about the colors of the winter, it's not only white, it also could be gray and even dark, especially if we talk about the overcast skies, the skies covered with a lot of clouds, and that's mostly quite common during the all time of the winter. Also, we can say that we can find such colors like black if we talk about the ice, and sometimes if we talk about the snow, when it's covered and mixed with ground and mud, it can be gray, it can be dirty, even black or brown. When the snow melts on the road and it becomes a bit, some kind of a sleet. When you step on it, it makes sounds like chuff, chuff, chuff. This is sleet, and we can say slushy roads. That's how can we describe winter. Also, when it's snowing, we can call first of all, this is a snowfall. Yep, when the snow falls. We can say this is a blowing, curling snow, or even if it becomes really heavy, we can say a blizzard. Well, the trees in the winter are mostly bare, they don't have any leaves, but they could be covered with snow or even glazed with ice. Well, winter weather patterns can be very different, it depends on the location. However, in some common things we can describe the weather patterns. They are mostly associated with snow, with ice, with freezing temperatures, and also with frost. Winter is also known for foggy and misty conditions, which can create a sense of mystery or some kind of beauty in some areas. We can talk about the snowstorms, we can talk about the blizzards. Sometimes they could be really dangerous and even disruptive. Well, winter is mostly associated with cold temperatures. However, cold is not the only word which we can use. We also can say chilly, we can say frosty, we can say biting frost, when you've got some kind of a feelings that somebody's put like little needles into your skin. Or sometimes we have a very serious drop below zero, and it would be dangerous, especially if you are not well prepared for this. When we talk about the cold temperatures, we say minus, and then we say the temperature, and then we add degree Celsius. So we usually say something like minus 25 degrees Celsius. However, winter is not just about the cold temperatures, it could also be characterized by crisp or, refreshing weather. The crisp, it's some kind of a sound when you walk on the snow. It makes like, we call this crisp, yep. And so the weather probably is not very cold and it could be just fresh or refreshing weather, or a bit, let's say, cool. But nevertheless, the temperature in this case is quite comfortable for walking and for some outdoor activities. Of course, we shouldn't forget about the wind in the winter. It could be blustery wind, something really strong for a short period of time, or we can say something like bone-chilling wind that gets into your clothes, gets into your body, and you feel like you're freezing all the time. This is very, very unpleasant. Well, guys, and now let's talk about the words and phrases which I mentioned before and you could use describing the winter. Now, let's look at the whiteboard. So, we have rain and finally drizzling. We have snow and snowing. When we get together, we have a slush or a sleet. It's, when you walk outside and under your feet, it's chuff, chuff, chuff. This is sleet or slush. Also, when the temperature rises in the winter, we say it's thaw. When the temperature gets down in the winter very rapidly, we call this cold snap. After all, we can say that the weather is chilly, the weather is cold, frosty, bone-chilling, or we can say frigid. Also, when it's snowing outside, we can say snow, blowing snow, heavy snow, and blizzard. I do hope that my video lesson today helped you to understand how to describe winter landscapes, winter weather, and understand winter in a better way in English. That's it for today. Don't forget to press likes, write your comments under this video, and see you at the lessons. Bye bye.